What's going on, guys? Apathetic here. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the Mountaintop. So in this video, I'll be covering the perks on this weapon, how it fares in PvP, and the loadout I found the most success with when using this weapon. So as always, guys, a like is much appreciated. Now let's get into it. Diving into this weapon, the Mountaintop is a kinetic grenade launcher that is obtained by doing a quest that is picked up from shacks. And to simplify it, it's going to require a ton, and I mean a ton of grenade launcher kills and double plays of grenade launchers and just all kinds of medals. God, and I can promise you guys, you'll be testing your sanity as you get towards the end of this quest line. Now, as far as the weapon goes, guys, this thing is going to run with hard launch, spike grenades, rangefinder, and finally the pinnacle perk, micro missile, where this weapon fires in a straight line and has greatly increased projectile speed. And oh, did I mention that this grenade launcher is also masterworked for the velocity, giving it max velocity, of course. So this weapon, guys, I'll be honest, I kind of have mixed feelings about it. A little bit. On one hand, it can be very good in certain scenarios, mainly when you're getting above your opponent and you're hitting them with the splash damage, then following up quickly with your Not Forgotten or Luna's Howl or whatever weapon you're using in that special slot. On the other hand, I found it very hard to get those direct hits, and there was a lot of times where I thought for sure I nailed the shot on my opponent and just really didn't do much damage or miss entirely. Like I swear, like some of my shots will go like right between their arm or right between their legs, and I don't know, maybe I'm just terrible with grenade launchers. But that being said, this weapon is definitely viable in the Crucible. It does require some playstyle adjustments, especially if you're a big shotgun guy like myself, but definitely a gun you can tear up the Crucible with. Now, do I think the Mountaintop is going to change the Crucible meta? Absolutely not. It's very good for a grenade launcher, but it will not be able to compete with shotguns, hand cannons, and pulse rifles. Now, it may be very annoying, but it doesn't have the same consistency of those weapon types I just mentioned. And especially when it came to people who half knew what they were doing with their shotguns, I would get into a lot of tough situations where I was having a hard time countering shotgun rushers, and I found myself backpedaling a lot, and they were able to close the gap before I could hit them with some splash damage and finish them off with my Lunas or my Not Forgotten. Now, there were times where I could hit them directly when they were so close to me that basically it was impossible to miss and I could kill them, but if their resilience was high enough, they would still get to me with just a little bit of health left, and I wouldn't be able to close that gap, or I would end up trading with them. Now, the loadout I found the most success with, and the one I recommend if you're going to run the Mountaintop, is you're going to want to run either Luna's Howl or Not Forgotten. And if you haven't got those weapons, make sure you check out my video on how to get the Not Forgotten. I know you guys like that shameless plug. And from there, you'll pair those weapons with the tractor cannon. Now, the reason you want to do this is because you need something to defend yourself against those shotgun apes out in the Crucible. And what a better way to defend yourself than with the heavy shotgun. So how you want to use this loadout is you're basically going to be using your Mountaintop to zone out and protect heavy. And make sure you're remembering to immediately follow up any grenade shots with your Lunas or Not Forgotten. Now, by locking down heavy, that's going to allow you to consistently have ammo for that tractor cannon, unless your teammates are evil. Of course, this loadout allows you to be very dynamic in how you approach your engagements and puts you in a position where you don't always have to be backpedaling against those shotgun rushing scrubs. And it is the exact loadout you see me using this gameplay, and it's actually what enabled me to have 62 opponents defeated. And I'll be honest with you guys, before this game, I was just running Not Forgotten, the Mountaintop, and like an Edge Transit. And I was having such a hard time because I couldn't defend myself against these shotgun rushers. Like, I was having a hard time finishing off before they could get to me. So by adding the tractor cannon, it really gave me that piece I was missing to defend myself and make me more dynamic in those scenarios where it was very close range. I didn't want to kill myself with my grenade launcher, and I needed something to compensate, and that's where the tractor cannon comes in huge here. Now, to sum it up, guys, do I think you should kill yourself grinding for this weapon like a Not Forgotten or a Luna's Howl? No, I do not feel it's on par with those weapons, and it's not as dynamic either. So take your time getting it, but if you haven't gotten Luna's or not forgotten yet, I would still make that priority number 1. And let me know in the comments below if you guys plan on grinding hard for this weapon, or if you're still out there just trying to get your Lunas or not forgotten, which is totally cool. Everybody's at different points and like what guns they're trying to get. I'm just kind of trying to see where everybody's at. With that, guys, thanks so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.
Perfect.